iPhone 10 versus iPhone 12 speed test. That video's coming up. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. iPhone 10 versus iPhone 12 speed test. Let's begin with a boot up in 3, 2, 1 and see which one can get there first. Now keep in mind that the iPhone 10 is rocking the Apple A11 Bionic chipset, whereas we're looking at an A14 chipset for the iPhone 12. So a 10 nanometer process to a 5 nanometer process on the chipset there. And we do have 3 gigs of RAM for iPhone 10 and 4 gigs of RAM for the iPhone 12. So it looked like they boot up pretty close. I think the iPhone 10 might have had to jump on the 12. It was very similar there. Not bad for a 3-year-old phone on the iPhone 10. And of course, as fast as we would expect for an iPhone 12. Okay, guys, so when it comes to Face ID, there's no real differences in speed. The iPhone 12 just is just more accurate on different angles, but speed is not hugely different on Face ID. So you're going to be pretty quick to get in either of these phones when it comes to unlocking them. And when talking about the software, we're looking at iOS 14.1 on both. So essentially you are on the current version on either iPhone 10 or 12. All right, guys, so we've arrived at the application portion of this speed test. Let's head into Instagram. You could see faster there for the iPhone 12. We'll go to the profile page. Once in here, pretty similar on day-to-day. We'll go here to home. Again, the scrolling 120 hertz is not available for the iPhone 12, so the speed and smoothness is going to feel pretty similar. Let's go to Twitter. But I am noticing that the iPhone 12 is snappier than the iPhone 10, but it's not going to be very noticeable, I think. I think if you compare them side by side, you'll really see what I'm talking about. eBay. I mean, you're still going to love the iPhone 12 because it's very fast. That went to the right, but you're probably not going to be like overly impressed with the speed as much as you will be the major upgrade in the camera. We'll go to weather. You can see pretty similar there for both. I think that was the 12. We'll go to calculator. Pretty similar. Groupon. Looks like the iPhone 12 had that maybe by a hair. And if I'm wrong, go ahead and point it out. I'm not a robot. I'm a human. I could make a mistake pointing this out. So if I'm wrong on one of the apps, one of them open faster, let me know. Let's go into YouTube. And you can see, let's go to explore. We'll go to trending. And you can see pretty similar. I mean, you can watch YouTube and an OLED display, both 625 nits, both going to be beautiful. We'll go to App Store. You can see that's faster for the iPhone 12. And it's these areas where some people say, well, it doesn't matter. This stuff has always been fast on iPhones. Well, at the same time, this is the stuff you interact with most day-to-day, your applications. Let's go into ESPN. How many of you guys are actually using the power of your iPhone to its full degree? I'm going to bet it's mostly not most of you. Let's go scroll down here and we'll go into Apple News. You could see faster. Wow, that one was faster for the iPhone 10. That was strange. Maybe it was a load error. I don't know. But that one went to the iPhone 10, just showing that it's still very fast. Let's go into Apple TV. You could see the iPhone 12 won that one out. And when in scrolling, looked like there was a little chop there on the 10, but not really. Let's go into Mortal Kombat and we'll see how this does open. Now, I do notice that the games tend to perform a bit better on the iPhone 12, but the load times are pretty comparable. They're sometimes ahead on the 12, but not by a substantial margin. See, you can see right here, it looks like the 10 is going to be on neck and neck with the iPhone 12. This could be down to this game maybe not optimized for the A14 yet. We'll see. But look at this. I mean, this performance, great on both. I mean, you really got to be wanting this design, the different colors. Maybe your battery's getting old. It's wearing down on your iPhone 10 because performance-wise, pretty similar. Let's go into PUBG Mobile. Even with the A11 Bionic, I'm curious to see how the A12 would perform next to this A14 in the day-to-day stuff like this, as well as the A13 and the 11 Pro. So let me know if you want to see that down below. But it looks like PUBG is going to take the massive win here for the iPhone 12. So maybe the 14 just said, shut up, Nick. I'm going to take you to school right here on PUBG. And it did take the iPhone 10 to school there. Let's go into Temple Run. And you can see Temple Run is open first there for the iPhone 12. We'll go ahead and hit new game. Hit yes. and we'll hit play. So you will get a slightly bigger screen here for the iPhone 12, but it's not a major difference in size. It's 0.3 inches. So if you want a massive difference in size, I would consider going to the Max. If you want to downgrade in size, consider the Mini. Let's go into iMovie. You can see that was faster for the iPhone 12. We'll go into Antutu benchmark, and you can see it looks like we got an ad on both, but they're going to load at about the same time. So the iPhone 12 slightly. We'll go into Geekbench 5 and the iPhone 12 slightly there. You can see it does clock at a higher speed at 2.99 gigahertz versus 2.39. This is a 10 nanometer chip. This is a 5 nanometer chip, and they're both rocking out with a little bit different RAM. We have 4 gigs here and 3 gigs here for the iPhone 10. Okay, now what I want to do is kind of go backwards through this process really quickly to see if we get any reloads on either of these. If there's anything that stutters, anything like that. iPhone 12 a little faster there. You can see PUBG pretty similar. And we don't have to be exactly accurate. We just have to make sure we don't see any reloads on either. A little bit of a pause there for the iPhone 10. And you can see pretty similar there on news. ESPN reloads there for the iPhone 10. So you can see that, yeah, it's not even working now. So you could see that RAM can be an issue there. Let's go into App Store. Now we have a reload for the iPhone 10 or 12, YouTube. So not having the most RAM on either of these phones is still somewhere Apple can improve. They can put, 6, 8 gigs of RAM in their phones. They did in the iPhone 11 Pro, but these are the regular models, not the Pro models. And you can see Amazon reloads there. So you're going to get more of that stuff on the iPhone 10. You're going to get more of those reloads than you will on the 12. We'll go into Instagram. And Instagram there. Both of them just re-popped open the notifications. But other than that, I mean, these phones pretty similar in the single app opening. The iPhone 12 can definitely hold more applications open in the background, and it will load and play games faster than the iPhone 10. Okay guys, so here we are at the render tests. These are both 4K videos here. We're gonna go ahead and save these videos out in 4K. Now we're gonna go ahead and 4K here and save video and see which one can export this faster. So let's go 3, 2, 1. Now I'm expecting the A14 to rip through this, but again, some of these applications aren't really optimized probably yet for the iPhone 12. So don't be shocked if the 10 pulls ahead, but here comes that A14. Can it take the lead? This is exciting to see if it can pull ahead. But that iPhone 10 is no slowpoke. I mean, you can definitely still use that. You can still render with that, no problem. Yeah, it looks like the 10 might have better updates, been updated more, optimized more for this app, iMovie. So, wow. iPhone 10, there we go. Okay, the iPhone 10 exported that video faster. So that's really strange considering this is a much more powerhouse chipset. In the future, I'm going to add in a longer clip, and I'm also going to add in my future speed test LumaFusion more than likely to see if these apps are just not as optimized, because that was a little weird that the iPhone 10 won that test. Okay, so let's test the internet speed. We'll use a JavaScript SunSpider right here, and we'll hit start now to see how fast they do here. Now, the iPhone 12 I expect to win here, but look how close it is. Yeah, the iPhone 10 has won that one. Definitely 85.7 milliseconds there. That's 145.9 on the iPhone 10. So we are seeing definitely improved internet performance. In addition, 5G will improve the speeds on your phone. Even if that doesn't give you that true, like, groundbreaking 5G you're waiting for, that's not really widely available yet, you'll still get enhanced 4G LTE. Scrolling and pinching to zoom is pretty much the same on both, though. You're not going to see a big difference in how smooth your iPhone 12 feels in browsing performance over iPhone 10 though. Okay guys, so here's our final Geekbench scores. They are now in. You could see the multi-core score of 4055 on the 12, a massive jump there. In the single core of 1591 over the 904 on the 10. So here's my overall conclusion between these two. I do think the iPhone 12 offers a great deal of more performance, but it's not overly felt right now. It feels a little zippier, a little bit snappier, but it's not like something that's going to change your life. What will change the feel of this phone is the squared edges. They're very different in the feel, and the cameras are substantially better than the iPhone 10. The battery life is also improved over the iPhone 10. So there are major upgrades to the iPhone 12 over the 10, but performance right now doesn't feel like a major bump in the day-to-day practical usage of your phone. However, as apps get updated, as time goes on, that A14 chip is going to keep you on this iPhone longer than the 10. So that's my conclusion here. If you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, informing, do me a favor, click that like button for me. Let me know what other speed tests you want to see. I'll catch you on the next one. Nick here. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to be well, and peace.